Okay, so we're going to do Arnold's chest day today, but unfortunately Arnold does chest and back together. For these couple of reasons. He said it was good for more maximum growth, enabling him to lift more weight, and because he's a bit of a psycho. So it's a very high volume, high intensity day. We're starting off with bench press. I've already done the 30 to 45 rep, 20 kilo warm up set. Now I'm going to do my first set of 5 for 6 to 8 reps. Arnold was famous for using the pyramid scheme of increasing the weight and decreasing the reps as he goes. So it's 6 to 8 reps. I'm going to start with 60 kilos, get 8 reps, hopefully pretty easily, then go up, see how far I can go. But I need to keep in mind that it's not like a normal workout. Most sets are 5 sets of things, and he's got so many reps in between as well. So it's going to be quite an intense day, but I've got my coffee on the go. It's not a black coffee because I don't like black coffee, but Arnold would always drink black coffee, which I kind of remembered as I put the milk in. So not really ideal, but we could just pretend it's a black coffee because you won't know the difference. So yeah, I'm going to start with bench press and just see how it goes.
I got a switch in my head, I go from living to dead. You got me seeing all red, now I'm becoming a threat. I fucking heard what you said, I'll make you have some regrets. And no, I never forget, so now you...
So it might not look like I'm doing full range of motion, which is true. Arnold said he told me personally, to do half/quarter reps, because when you do the full extension, your pressure is more on the tricep. So that's why Arnold did kind of half/quarter reps, so you can keep more of the tension on the chest. And it did enable him to grow a 58-inch chest, which is quite a lot bigger than mine. So it's probably worth listening to. So that's why the reps are only half reps and not properly.
A few debts, that shit it needs to be paid with blood or some sort of pain. You caused a permanent stain which has determined your fate. I've never seen...
This is set number 5 of the 5 sets for the first exercise, bench press. It's already a pretty intense amount of volume and weight. I've been trying to keep it as like similar normal to the weight I would normally do, and it's been going okay so far, but I think it's going to be a lot more intense as it goes on. Obviously we've got chest and back, which are 2 huge muscle groups. They're not really renowned for being trained together, but that's how Arnold did it, so that's how I'm doing it today. This is my last set.
I feel the end and it's near. The day of reckoning's here. The sound of deafening fear.
The next one is behind the neck wide grip pull-ups, which is an interesting exercise. It's not one I've ever done before, but it basically consists of a pull-up from this position and with the bar behind your neck, as so. And again, it's 5 sets and 15 to 8 reps as more of a pyramid as it was last time. So he said 8 reps on the first set, which is now, and then from there as many as 15. So I'll see how many I can get. This is the first set, the warm up.
My energy is next level, so damn you better be careful. I got an angel and devil, he snaps me straight in the temple.
So this is obviously a chest and back day, which is 2 huge muscle groups that ideally wouldn't be trained on the same day, in my opinion. But Arnold trained them on the same day because, like I said before, he felt it was the best way to get growth, and because it would help him increase his weight with a massive pump going around all the areas of the upper body, and also just because he's a bit of a psycho, like I said before. But he said it's not for the faint-hearted, and that you should be very careful if you're a beginner to put it into your training plan because of how intense it is and the demands it places on your stamina and also on your muscular system. So he described the story of when he went to South Africa and used this method of training with a couple of his training partners. 2 of them passed out and 1 of them threw up. So neither of those things have happened yet, but I'm sure it's only a matter of time. But this is the 3rd set of the wide grip pull-ups that are behind the neck, which I've never done before. Very interesting style, but I can see why he does it. The contraction you can get on the lats is very good. So 3rd set.
Be a rebel, I've got a lot of potential hidden inside of this vessel. That shit is so exponential. I need a first class ticket to the top, no limit. I don't play no gimmicks. I'ma take you to the clinic. If you want a taste, come at me and you will be replaced. They won't find a trace of you anywhere or any place. If you try, you just might get a little bit of trouble.
like this half rep business. Makes things feel much easier. So this is the second set of incline barbell press. It's the third working exercise that we've done. Feels like we've been here for about 3 hours already. I think the only way you could be doing this amount of volume and not get injured or not get bored of the training is to be someone like Arnold, who's so invested into it and committed to it every single day. But I am actually feeling quite good about this workout. It's been quite enjoyable so far. There's just so much volume and so much more to keep doing. But this is the second set, so.
Taking shots at the enemy, I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new
Arnold had a 58-inch chest, which is just over 20 inches bigger than mine. And when he did a side chest pose, which is one of the classic poses in the Olympia, he could actually balance a glass of water on the top of his pec. Which is quite impressive, and it kind of shows the density and volume of the size of his chest. So yeah, I think if I do a few more of these then I'll get there, but gotta just keep going, I guess.
With the new rock, electronic, blow the sonic roof up. I'm too honest when I take a few shots. They're too toxic, need to take the noose off. And you cannot save me, 'cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots. You are not as tough
Ow. Oh, well done.
I'm back, you know that I never left. I got tracks and some music that you never guessed. I don't slack.
The reason I'm standing on the blocks is because Arnold said the blocks are better because you can get more range of motion. So we put two 25 kilo blocks, they were the thickest ones, to help just get more of a stretch in the lats. And yeah, so that's the reason for that. Arnold would famously do very heavy T-bar rows, just 10 to 15 reps as usual, 5 sets. So yeah, it's quite a good exercise. It's quite a compound lift. It does a lot of your back, but it takes a while to kind of set up everything. So yeah, it's a good exercise, to be honest.
When I get to choose what I do, I'm like a weapon. I'm not as sharp as many, but got hard. I'm ready to change scars to envy, to win large and plenty. I like to play fast.
So for those of you who don't know, I'm not really sure how you wouldn't know, but Arnold Schwarzenegger was one of the best bodybuilders of all time. He's widely regarded as one of, if not the best, and he was a 7-time Mr Olympia in the 70s. A record which stood until 1991 when Lee Haney broke it, and only Lee Haney and Ronnie Coleman have more. They both have 8 respectively. So he is one of the best. So I felt like doing his chest day. Arnold was notorious for having one of the best chests ever. With a 58-inch chest, you can kind of see why. And so I felt like doing his chest day was a really good way. But as I did more research into him, I realised he did chest and back as he was getting more into like competition and getting closer to the Olympia. He would do chest and back together, supersaying it for the reasons I stated earlier, just because he wants to get more volume. He would notoriously train twice a day, so he would do chest and back in the morning and then come back and do like forearms and abs and things in the evenings. So I'm now doing T-bar rows. This is set number 4 out of 5. And we've got quite a few more exercises to go after this. It has been really interesting to see the way he trains and see the kind of intensity and volume of what he does, and just live kind of a day and how he would train. Obviously he was training in Venice in Gold's Gym with some of his best mates every day, so that was pretty cool to kind of see and do my research on. and yeah, he's a really big fan. So it's been good to do a day in his life. So this is set number 4. I'm going to chuck a little bit more weight on the end. Arnold does quite high reps. He does sort of 10 to 15 each set, and obviously 5 sets each time. So there's a lot of volume, but it's good. Right, can finally move away from this until we come back to do rows in a couple of sets. So yeah.
All here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me. I think I've had enough giving.
Arnold would say to do heavy dumbbell flies. So he's a big believer in doing heavy weights, even though he did so much volume. He said, like, how are you going to grow if you're only doing 25-pound flies? He would start on 65, then go 75, 85-pound dumbbells. So quite a lot more than what I can do. But in light of that, I'm going to try and do a bit heavier than usual. I've just done my first set as kind of a warm-up, just to get used to the movement. But I'm going to try and do heavier each time and see how that goes. But I'm not sure I'll probably be getting up to the 85-pound dumbbells today. But we'll see how it goes. So yeah, next set will be heavier.
Think of all the bad thoughts, people who were half-nots.
You were not as tough though.
Don't wanna test your luck with me. I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who were half-nots, who were not as tough as me. Don't wanna test your luck with me. I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all
It's quite interesting to see when you do training like this. Normally when we do chest day, we just do 4 exercises, 3 sets of each, so we do 12 sets, because in theory it's supposed to only do kind of 12 to 15 sets per week per muscle group. So I've always done this to try and avoid overtraining. However, I'm doing much heavier today, much more volume, and it honestly doesn't feel too bad. I wouldn't want to train like this for my entire life, but it does show that you kind of get into a routine of doing the same things, and you usually can actually do a lot more than you think you can do. Like these are 17.5 kilo dumbbells. I always have done 16s and struggled to get kind of 8 to 10 reps. I've just done 12 reps of those after, like, I don't know how many sets we've done. We've done like 4 or 5 exercises, 5 sets each already, so that would be, you know, 1 or 2 sessions worth normally for me anyway. But yeah, it kind of just shows how much more you can actually do when you do something different, or when you have to do it, you can actually do a lot more than you usually do and what you think you can do. So it's good to train like this every once in a while and just kind of see where you've kind of been selling yourself short. So yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to be doing 5 sets and like 10 exercises each session, but definitely I'm going to try and increase the weight and keep in mind in the future that I can actually do a lot more, because I've done it after so many sets today. So it's a really interesting way of training and thinking. So yeah, it's really good, to be honest.
people who were half-nots, who were not as tough as me.
Chest is not working anymore.
Poor baby. I feel so sorry for you. Stop being a girly man and work out.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all. I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking.
So when Arnold would do barbell rows, he actually would stand on a bench just to get like more range of motion. And there's pictures of him standing on benches, just, you know, barefoot, getting full range of motion, standing on like a bench he would use for bench press and stuff like that. So I chose the block because I felt like it was sufficient enough, but he would go even further. And from what I've seen, his form, his back was almost parallel to the ground, which is obviously, you know, good form if you can get that flexibility in your hamstrings to bend over that far. But yeah, that's set number 2. Then we've got 3 more sets and then thousands more exercises to go after that. So yeah, almost there.
The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know the time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient and soon it can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it.
So we're doing dips now. Arnold was a big fan of weighted dips, so I'm gonna give that a go. I've never done weighted dips before, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, he's a fan of high rep kind of weighted dips, so I'm gonna do 15 reps. I'm gonna just start low and see how much I can build the way up to, but yeah, this is the first set, so we'll see how this goes. I'm not struggling at all. Don't worry, it's part of the plan.
Been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it. This society is really trying me. Ain't no hide and seek, I hide to be far from anxiety. I need my space, I need my privacy. I need some silence, please, you're all too loud. You don't speak quietly, opinions violently thrown across every surface. It makes me nervous, it's the world honestly burning. That's all I'm learning, hope that we can make a turn and start reversing all our minds.
Right, third set of dips. I've had to scrap the weighted bit because I just have nothing left in my muscles. But like, they just keep giving out completely. Set number 4 of my 5 sets of dips. I keep actually failing, like, and just not being able to go anymore. And obviously with a bodyweight exercise like dips, there isn't a whole lot you can do once you fail. So just trying to get like the 15 reps in every time, even if it means like I stop at 10, then have to do 5 more. But yeah, doing what I can to get them in.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do, and now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through.
Usually when I do like workouts at the gym, I use an app called Heavy to kind of measure how many reps I've done, how many sets I've done, and what weights I've done for a particular exercise. And it helps me stay on track with like progressive overload and constantly improving the weight I do, and either trying to get more reps or more weight every single time I come to the gym. So I haven't actually been using it today just because there's been so much volume, and obviously filming and everything, it's difficult to use the Heavy as well. Once I finish the workout, I'm going to put all the numbers and stats into Heavy to work out how many kilograms of weight I've lifted, because that's the thing the app does. And then by the end of it, I'll put the data up on the screen now of how much weight I've lifted, and then I'll give you like my last chest day and last back day together and add them up to give some context into how much I've actually lifted today and how much weight I've done compared to what I would normally do. So it'll be interesting to compare the two and see just how much more volume I'm doing today. But I'm gonna try and get a few more reps in here in the last set of dips, and then we're moving on to another back exercise.
It's easier to hide than just to lay low. Not everyone in life has got a halo. I'm standing in the red inside a payphone, just wanna break, no.
So we're gonna do an ultimate exercise, another set of pull-ups. Seems a little bit extreme, but different grip. Last time we did the weird behind the head pull-ups, wide grip. Now we're doing close grip chin-ups, but I guess more of a, I would say a bicep focus, but it's on a back workout, so I guess it just targets different muscles in the back. So yeah, 5 sets of these.
Not gonna give in, take a last shot, Michael J. Win. No, I'm not a robot, I'm in my own skin. Never get lost when thoughts pull you in. I miss the old you, we died with a purpose. All the energy around me felt nervous, scared I would pop out fast to the surface. Had to cut it off before you made me worthless. Torn apart, I've been torn and scarred. I had a given art, but now I'm thinking smart. I'm keeping up my guard, I'm hiding every card. A royal flush of left, you never know what's hard. With a back to the mat, gonna see where I'm at. I'ma fight like I'm mad, I'ma be something that they can never be me. Nice try, but they'll see I achieve everything while they stay salty.
I think the body weight exercises is really where you get found out when you do this much volume, because there's no, you know, when you do like machine exercise or a dumbbell exercise, you can kind of go down in weight and just do whatever you can do. But when it's body weight, like a pull up or a dip, you have to just do it. Like there's no way of really going down unless you do it assisted, which I don't want to do. So
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me.
doing 15 reps of an exercise when you've done like however many sets we've done. I'll have to add up how many sets we've done, but I think it could be close to 8 or 10 exercises, 5 sets each, so a fair amount. And then 15 reps for the last exercise is not fun. It's says something about Arnold and his mentality. It's a bit crazy, but I guess to get to the level you have to be.
It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes.
So, what I've discovered from this training day is if you want to hate your life and really not have fun in the gym, train like Arnold, because we've been here for about, I don't know how long we've been here. Hopefully my watch will tell me, nearly 3 hours. So it's been quite an intense, long day. So there's no way this is sustainable unless you do it because you want to be a Mr Olympia or someone like that. So yeah, it's really quite long, the way of training that he does, but clearly it worked off and paid off for him, so there's going to have to be a sacrifice to get to that level. So yeah, Arnold was, even though he was a top level athlete, he actually wasn't a big fan of sleeping, and he famously said, if you want to get more done in the day, you need to
just sleep faster.
I've got one more set to go, so I'm going to do that now.
Time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything.
That's Arnold's chest and back day done. I'll give like a longer debrief once I've recovered a little bit, but yeah, 40 sets. We've been in here almost 3 hours and lifted way too much weight, so yeah, just want to go home now, to be honest. So we just finished filming Arnold's chest and back day, and it was really interesting, to be honest, to train like Arnold for a day. I wanted to do his chest day because obviously his chest is his biggest attribute and he was notorious for having one of the best chests ever. We've been in the gym for roughly 3 hours. I've done an hour of actual working sets and burned almost 800 calories. It was pretty long, to be honest. Definitely not something I would advocate for the average gym goer, and definitely not something sustainable that you're going to want to stick to if you're not trying to become a Mr Olympia, to be honest. but it was good to try it and see quite how much volume these Olympias actually lift. This was just the most reputable source I could find. It was the most frequent source, so I went based off that. But yeah, I've just got back in the car now. We got in the gym about 10, I think. It's now 10 to 1. So yeah, a 2 hour, 40 something minute workout, according to my watch. I can't actually see it right now. But yeah, I'm absolutely starving. Could really do with something to eat. Could do with another coffee. And I'm going to go home, try and get some Arnold based food. I think Arnold was notorious for eating a full chicken after his workouts, and he would also wash it down with a load of beer. Now I just want to go home and just recover. I was actually getting shakes, like my body is kind of shaking and malfunctioning a little bit. Yeah, that was quite intense, and actually holding my phone to film is proving quite difficult. So don't think I'll be doing chest for a while. Don't think I'll be doing back for a while, because doing chest and back on the same day is a terrible idea in itself because they're such big muscle groups. But yeah, I survived. It's good to try, and I might try and incorporate some of them exercises into my workout routine, like normal workout routine, and just see whether I get any more progress from them. But yeah, gonna go home, shower, eat, and then I'll see what I can do for the rest of the day. But yeah.